They really like that move where they sort of run out of the base and then smoke up a little bit later. Okay, there we go. They do go to the tier 2 and smoke. Smash mid on the DK. E-Wolves could get caught here. They've got 3 heroes, 4 heading into the jungle. So one hook, that's all they need from Jenkins. Hook, 1 kick. Nusham still yet to level anything up. He could go for the rolling boulder. Go for that kick forward. And they see Ewo here on that Vengeful Spirit cast. Thrown out, the little mini stun there. The hook brings him back as well. Well timed and well played. Is over to the side. Like the Tusk will walk himself back a little bit, but first blood for Ziz. Oh, it's the long walk up towards the top as they secure 1 rune at the very least down at the bottom spot. That Invoker.
Alright, well, in typical Leviathan fashion, they get that nice little snag kill here. Provided by the hook and of course the roll there from Nusham, so showing off, man. Gotta learn how to play this Earth Spirit hero. Extremely valuable in the draft, as he can really do quite a bit in the early phase, and then even into the later game, we've all seen what that Agnum Scepter is capable of in terms of saving, damaging. He really is a jack of all trades hero, it seems.
It's an insane hero. Like, I think I played like 3 or 4 games of it in my lifetime. In sort of 5 to 5.k ranked games. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just, you know, ham-fisting the keyboard and spamming spells, and you still do amazingly well. And then you just imagine these guys that have practiced and trained. If you can just face roll the keyboard and do well with Earth Spirit, if you're actually skilled and know the combos and know what you're doing to pull off the sleek plays. Absolutely insane. Here we go. Wouldn't be a South American against North American Dota game without a little bit of a pause, you know? Get things off to a good start after we've waited for 40 minutes to get this game underway. Leviathan with the Ziz with a cheeky little, you know, tongue out. Good luck, have fun. Surely this shouldn't be allowed. Illegal.
It's a little bit of Dota 2.
It's not though. It's not a little bit of Dota 2. We've had 26 seconds of Dota 2. We've had nothing. Shibby level 1 cold snap. Okay. Not going for the... Oh, that's interesting, actually. Not going for the alacrity. What? He got nerfed down pretty heavily. 10 bonus damage and attack speed down from 30 at level 1, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Alacrity, damage speed, rescale from 30, 40, 50, 60, blah, 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 to 10, 25, 40. Yeah, it got cut down pretty big there.
It's now actually more at the end of when you're max leveled, right? Than it was before? Yeah.
But early game, it got slaughtered.
That means more Midases again.
Oh yeah. It's actually going to be Jenkins here, alone for now. Nusham has moved himself up the top with the Earth Spirit. I guess killing off the Spirit Breaker isn't going to be that difficult if you've got a couple of stuns to your name. It's level 2 on Earth Spirit to get that kick up again. I think Pudge is hiding up in the trees. Masoku, where is he? Where's Jenkins? Jenkins, what? Oh, he's stacking. Okay. Maybe he'd go for a sneaky pull, but not going to drag the creeps across the wave. On here. Dragonite leading the charge, 4 and 2 in this Invoker. Back for the Exalt pickup. Get those last hits in. It's going to be tough for a breaker dual lane up the top. With both of these heroes, there is pretty limited chance that either one of them will die.
It seems they don't have quite the amount of lockdown that you would be looking for in order to get those kills. I mean, maybe if you had one of those cask bounces that acts like Shackle Shot, and you get them just right next to each other, there's the potential for it. But if anyone's gonna die, it would probably be, is that Mystico? Yeah, that's Mystico, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still really want to know who Doomsday is. I'm just gonna pretend he's Van. Pretend he's some random kid off the
No, I think it's just his name. I don't know. He was tagged up in various games as just Doomsday.
Doomsday on the Spirit Breaker. Knows who he is and where he came from. Right out of nowhere. So Ewo, Vengeful Spirit down in bot. Jenkins could potentially die down here. Masoku, hang on a second. Jenkins, hello there, what are you up to? Just a few hits in, Masoku turns back with a Shadow Wave. But that little play, did even have vision of him?
I'm not sure. I was watching top lane. They almost get Doomsday, but of course he was able to charge it in time. Salve off and come back.
Dazzle picks up an Invis rune at bot. And there's no Dar Observer watching. He walked across with the Invis rune. And Jenkins hooked him from here back into the tower without having vision.
The sentry here on this cliff blocking the camp. They might have got a peek at him, but still nice shot.
Seen some pretty cool things from Jenkins before. I mean, there was that game at WCA where there was a bounty hunter running around. They dusted him. And then they waited a good, like, 10 seconds.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Yeah, honestly. Just prediction. They nearly got Doomsday at top. Like he's regenerated himself back up pretty nicely. It's even across the board. Like all of the main carries or the main core heroes are farming nicely. Jenkins, yeah, not really keeping up to the Spirit Breaker, but that's not what Pudge does. He gets to level 3, which he is now, to look to roam or get a kill onto this Venge, because she is super squishy early on. You know, her armor is decent, but the HP pool pretty low, so a hook into rock could get the kill.
Well, I gotta say, when we finally do have the level 6 come out here on Smash, and they're gonna start looking towards these towers, obviously, they'll be having, yeah, you know, magical little transformation there into the little dragon form. A lot of this pressure is gonna be on Jenkins, because in order for them to stop the push coming into the towers like a 5-man group, he really needs to hit a big hook. It can just simplify it so much. That allows the possibly E-Wolves to react. Maybe they push in a bit, then you drop call down on top of them, a couple boulder kicks, you know, all kinds of things can be swinging on in, and they're already starting an early push bottom with 2 points into the aura. So it's a nice big wave. They have the Tusk here for backup, and so this is their first real attempt at an objective here, and it looks like it's going to be pretty successful.
Yeah, double range.
Only level 4.
Double range plus catapult damage is pretty intense. There's no glyph either here for Leviathan. Even if Jenkins can get himself a hook back onto one of these heroes, the tower still going to fall. Destroyed by the Radiant, actually. Top lane, the Maledict will take over the Spirit Breaker. Did get enough damage down onto him with the stuns and control they actually have from Earth Spirit, but the push continues on bottom lane. Jenkins is getting a good amount of experience from this, though. They definitely have to be wary of, so they go in with the stun. Oh, the shards and the snowball are there, but the damage just is not. And in comes the reaction TPs, but the hook misses and completely off the mark. Maybe try and follow through with a kick and a roll here from Newsham's Earth Spirit. Does launch out the projectile, but Doomsday's the one charging in, looking for the Witcher. A little bit of misplay from both teams there, back and forth, scrappy. The forcing here, E-Wolves, 4 heroes in bottom lane. Leviathan reacts with 2. 3 up top and mid. Now the charge comes in, Shibby. There's no mana on Smash. Try and get a little bit more damage in. Shibby, what do you got? Fairy Fire there. Sunstrike ready as well with the kick coming across on the 2. Newsham lands it on both, and Jenkins appears from nowhere. Gets the kill up to Smash with that damage output, and Doomsday not long for this world either. 4 kills for Leviathan. And even if they did lose tier 1 at bottom lane, it's all looking pretty good for them now on.
Yeah, they lost the tower, but clearly this lineup here from the E-Wolves, they are most certainly looking for a lot of kills. Want to be getting some of those bounties. I mean, you're supposed to be really, you know, beefy right now in terms of the Spirit Breaker. You've got a Dragonite, you got a Tusk, even Vengeful Spirit. She does alright at the start of the game. She's going to Aquila. They're going to go on Jenkins, a little bit of minus armor.
Don't think
down, but we'll see enough.
He's hit level 6
see,
now.
Oh, the Rikus. Where's the hook?
The kick? What? How did that touch? He won't get stunned up, but there's no hook dismember coming out. Maledict will tick her down a little bit. Then should be fine. Insane range on that boulder kick from Earth Spirit, honestly. But yeah, the Midas is up for Invoker. 6.5 minutes in, and that is really a very good timing.
Yeah, he'll be happy about coming out of the mid lane here, and with no tower gold or anything like that. So definitely doing very well with the pressure. There are still up 4 kills. The last hits are definitely still decent on the side of E-Wolves. I don't want to take anything away from them. They have a tower, they have Dragonite and Vengeful Spirit, just dragging a little bit behind, so certainly not out of it. In terms of net worth, it's only a little bit of a lead, but the experience, they get the hook there on a Mystico. Nicely done by Jenkins in the top lane. But look at that experience difference.
Yeah, I really thought he was lining up for the Spirit Breaker there, but straight in on that Tusk. Now I'm looking at hero levels right now. 7, 6, 6. The fact this offlane Pudge is level 6. Earth Spirit, level 4, getting closer to level 5. Tower of their own at tier 1, balance things out a little bit more, even push them. further ahead as their net worth lead going to jump to about 1,000 or so.
Tower has fallen.
Over this evil side, experience lead go for 2k. This is where Earth Spirit sits down bottom lane, gets his level 6, and they really turn into a pretty good team fighting lineup.
Yeah, and this whole strategy, it can kind of fail sometimes. Like, if Jenkins doesn't get the hooks on those rotations, then, yeah, you're still getting some farm on your Earth Spirit, but you end up sacrificing a lot on him. But not the case, man. He's moving between camps, he's got his Tranquils, taking some stuff down with the Rot. He can move towards his own bottle if he wants, his own Soul Ring. I've seen a couple different options, and just get a Blink Dagger, and that's when this 5-man push is going to have some real issues.
Star Observer placed on the top lane looking for anyone charging across, gives good vision of where they might smoke from as well, heading up the top. This has a massive stack here, yeah, I'm just looking at it right now, look at this! Barb coming in up to close to 5,000 net worth now, 8.5 minutes in. These boots, close to 1,000 gold saved up. That's actually going to be his drums. He's already got Bracer plus Robe over on the Courier.
Yeah, I actually really like this. So they know the fight's going to be coming. That's pretty much the only condition here for E-Wolves, right? You have a Vengeful Spirit Draft, you have a Dragon Knight, you have a Tusk Spiritbreaker Dazzle. Like, they're going to be running at your face. They need to knock down towers. They're already smoking up and coming in behind here. 4 heroes. I'm surprised they don't have a charge. They're probably looking for it. Going to probably track up Nusham now.
Oh, but the illusion bait. Charge onto the illusion. Jenkins backs himself up. They see Nusham and they'll go for him instead. The shards are there. Rolling boulder. And this is something that I feel comes from inexperience playing against Earth Spirit. Because anyone else would have walked in front of the Earth Spirit to stop him rolling away. But E-Wolves had, 2 or 3 heroes around, just right-click him. Kill him, kill him. Instead of positioning in front of him.
I completely agree. Really no reason not to have that work out. Oh, Big Jenkins did miss the hook for this one, so no one will be paying the toll here, but they're going to get charged on the Shivy. Unlikely to amount to much. TPs are ready and available on the side of Leviathan.
There's no matter on
I don't like this.
Sticks. Ghost Walk is there for Shivy. Coming again, who's first?
Only Jenkins TP there.
Oh, they cancel the TP, so Jenkins can maybe line up a hook. He throws it, but no dice. All split and dodge away. Now Invoker's going for a Yule Scepter. I was a big fan of the Yule's Invoker last patch, and at the start of this patch, and I thought, yeah, sure, you get the picks, you get those kills, gives you nice movement speed, mana regen, the item is really good in general. But with the new kind of Alacrity Invoker and building up into sort of mid to late game, Aghanim Scepter, Necro Book, Blink Dagger, I think is a massive thing here. Yule's into Blink is still pretty decent, defensive and offensive capabilities. But a lot of the time it comes down to player preference. Bottom lane, actually. Sunstrike, Dismember, Dead Dazzle, gone, and so's Ewo. He gets the cooldown landing on his head, and the hook from Jenkins catches him before the TP completes.
Oh man, this is some good stuff. I know what you mean. I like the Yules because it's going to help save him against the Spirit Breaker. It'll help for setting up hooks. Actually, like in a situation where they're walking into these towers and stuff like this, like you can just set up a little bit of a Yules into a Jenkins hook pretty easily.
I think it's gone from more of a... It was kind of a big item, especially in pub exort invoker builds. Go for the combo, and it was.
It was the classic.
It was a classic guaranteed item. Now I think it's a lot more situational. And yeah, I fully agree. It's perfect for this game in particular.
Yeah, the Necro is definitely, as you said, also been very popular lately. I've seen quite a few of those builds here, but we're full pub here. We're gonna have our little bit of hooks, dismembers into the Sunstrikes. Who needs any of this relocate or anything like that, man?
My favorite, like I'm a big Invoker player. I think it's my most played hero right now. Like overall in Dota 2. My favorite build now is a pretty old school build that Dender used to go, which is Midas Arcanes into like Blink and Aghanim Scepter, and then you turn Arcanes into like Boots of Travel up to Encore. The Arcane gives you like great mana kind of sustain in these team fights, just a bit burst. So get yourself into the next spell.
Oh, they're gonna find Misco.
Yeah, he's pretty rogered. Sunstrike is like, yep, got him! He's definitely dead. Goodness, the nuke power coming from Leviathan here. 8 kills, 12 minutes in. 1 for E-Wolves. And this push, it's kind of reminiscent of the previous series, Enemy GG against Digital Chaos. The push that's here, the minus armor, the pick-off power of E-Wolves just hasn't come to fruition. They just don't find these openings. And Leviathan, the fact that they are getting tankier and tankier, getting these items up, makes it so much more difficult for E-Wolves to get those openings.
Dire's middle tower is under
I mean,
attack.
look at Zizzy. Like, he's gonna join this fight with drums, helm, 80s boots. He's very scary right now compared to a Treads Ogre Club Dragon Knight.
Oh, Jenkins, he's looking. Gonna catch Smash very close though. Clenching his butt cheeks, I'm sure. As that Dragon Knight barely is out of range of that hook, or out of the trajectory of it anyway. Now, Doomsday, Smisco both smoke up, head towards mid. The 5-man rotation. 5v5 mid. Do it. Let's have it. Come on, boys.
It was really far up here. Jeez. Lucky he wasn't punished for that one, I think. Oh, Zizzy, he's just gonna keep on doing his thing. Very small camp there. He's got an ancient stack. Is that a triple? That is a triple.
Quadruple soon if he's got that range creep going. So, Elite Wolves, they realize, okay, there's no chance here. We can't fight into them. Can't find the pick-off as Leviathan. They react by grouping up themselves as 5 towards mid. So the split is there. 2 up top, again, the dual lane, Spirit Breaker Tusk. Ahsoka and Smash, this is wasted time. They've allowed Venge move towards bot and get into her Yasha maybe a little bit faster. So scary. Chibi has the combo ready. Strike, Meatball, then he'll go into the Deafening Blast. All he needs is a hero to see. Anyone dies from this. Unless he goes for the DK and the Dazzle's behind and they can get the Grave. It's up at top. Yep, Musco's dead. I think Doomsday's pretty gone as well. He can try and TP out of this one, but Hook is ready as well as the Dismember. And it doesn't look like the Spirit Breaker is going to have much of a chance as the kick comes through. Chibi turns up for a bit of the golden experience as well. Mega kill for Jenkins. The Ganja King on a double kill. Fudge.
Dire's middle tower
Closer to his next item, which we've seen him go Blink, we've seen him go Force. We've also seen him go straight into the Ether Lens. I don't know which one you'd prefer in this game.
I was actually had the same thing in my mind about the Aether Lens. I think if you're behind, you need to grab a couple of those components still. Oh, Zizzy snowballed on top of your call down as well. Death Ward coming out though. Then a backpedal in here for Mystico. Oh man, 3-man Sunstrike.
I turn back on this, but I think it's fine. The charge will come through, but the kick and the roll! Masoka will get caught up as well with the ultimate down from Nusham. Got nothing left to throw the Santas out or anything, but Ziz will follow Masoka around. We'll go back though to watch Ewo die. Yes, he will. Right click down, and Masoka now turns to help Doomsday against Ziz. But he's healed up. The Buddha Restoration keeps going with Ern as well, and Doomsday, it's time to run, it's time to hide. The hook from Jenkins will drag him to his death. Doomsday living up to his name. Dying as it's 1 to 14, 15 minutes in, a kill a minute, but most of them belong to Leviathan.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ah, Jenkins. It's so enjoyable to watch the fight. I love these guys, you know, they're always bringing it out. And that was a complete and utter disaster. You gotta ask, you know, a lot of questions I'm sure being thrown at you all right now, like, alright, what do we do here? Because you've got about one more attempt as a 5-man unit where you just can't let that happen again. Like, there has to be a focus, there needs to be some kill secures. And frankly, I don't know, this year, you mentioned it once before, but it's just so reminiscent of that DC lineup where they had that one push and then the fallback and, like, that whole thing doesn't really get going. That was the first game, kind of like the Dragon Knight and stuff like that. But I think, again, it was communicated pretty early that this was going to be a core revenge, and in general, that means early game, early fighting, especially from a South American team. So, I don't know, man. What do you think? Is there like a Roche play? Is that even going to help them in this case? Maybe.
Super difficult though, because with one Sunstrike, you know, if E-Wolves go off the map, it's pretty well telegraphed here to Leviathan that they're gonna go and do something, whether it's smoking in or going into Roche. Because look at the warding right now. Leviathan see top lane, they know that Tusk is there, they see a little bit of mid lane as well. A little range creep walking around to stack up these Ancients who's scouting over in the Radiant jungle for a little bit. Leviathan, they've got good ways of actually TPing in. The tier 2 is still standing mid and bot. They can go and make that play to stop Roshan from happening. They've got cooldown, they've got flat cannon. Masses of AoE here. Regardless of the minus armor and the stuff coming out of E-Wolves. Easy task. Now, BKB for the Dragon Knight, he needs that one big item. Usually we see like a Blink or a Shadow Blade for the initiation. But at this point, he's the hero that goes and stands up at the front, hits a tower, and kind of baits them in to try and fight them. Also, you need a BKB against Invoker. Like, if there's anything to counter Invoker, it's a BKB, especially when he has this Yule's combo. Because Yule's Sunstrike, Meteor, Deafening Blast, like I was saying before, unless you have that Dazzle behind you or the Tusk to save you for a little bit of the damage, you are just dead.
Well, option A appears to be vanishing very quickly here. If they decide Leviathan, they might get a tier 1 out of it. A little bit risky, of course, but maybe with the BKB, they're not too scared to smash clean up down in front of them. Well, maybe they are. They seem to have no idea what's happening here. They're actually waiting for someone to show up to kill them with like a snowball. Some other stuff, I think. Because they were just not putting the pressure on up here. Alright, they're just gonna leave. And this whole time they're underneath this ward. And Leviathan are just watching us giggling. Like,
they're not pushing,
they think we're smoked up, coming to kill them. Immediately smash or pop the dragon. Head towards this tower, but who's got TPs? Of course, Shivy, he doesn't need one, he has Sunstrike. Jenkins has one, but he's blinking his way there. Looks like they're just gonna leave it.
That's fine, just let them have it. It took them long enough anyway. It's not like they'll take a tower and go back to farming or anything. We're actually seeing Ether Lens on the Witch Doctor. He can disassemble arcanes and build
oh,
up
it's so good.
right now.
The range of Death Ward is disgusting.
Yeah.
It can be so far away.
You can basically throw like Death Ward down here from here, it's crazy.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No, I like that. I'm sure Jenkins will probably make one himself. Can't believe Ice Rock managed to make an item that actually outdoes Glimmer Cape. What a world we live in. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, the only issue we had with Ether Lens was like the Ring of Health component was a bit awkward, but everything else is so perfect. It's like, alright, Cloak is fine, good value Cloak, Arcane Boots, you know, just disassemble them, get the energy booster. Ring of Health, it's a little bit awkward, but beautiful item. Now Evo placed. You know, Jenkins is here. Just in range of it, but he'll back himself up. I think he felt the presence. Multiple E-Wolves heroes there, ready to strike, and another sentry actually going to get thrown down. But yeah, this Vengeful Spirit has a Yasha. Yasha treads. 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
Not a great start.
I mean, no, not the best for your safe lane carry. On the bright side, Liz Avenge, so she still offers quite a bit, just because she did go max aura. So, it's really bad, okay? It's 14-1, there's no shaking that, and I'm definitely the last person to ever try to sugarcoat a game. Okay, now this could be bad. There's also a snowball save there, so Sunstrike not connect. I don't think they're gonna try and save him though. No, he's gone. But anyway, I'm not one to sugarcoat a game. If it's over, I am more than happy to say this one's over, like, let's roll. But because you have the Vengeful Spirit, you have the max aura, there certainly is the potential for a couple misplays coming out of the Leviathan for someone to get blown up immediately. Like, let's say Nushim, he rolls in a little bit too far, doesn't get off the magnetize, just gets blown up. It can happen. 1400 HP, that's a lot, but they have a lot of stuns they can chain together and stuff like that. And with one component falling out of the Leviathan draft, the potential's there. It's not going to be easy, but it's not as over as I think it looks.
What would you say their percentage chances of winning?
18%.
That high?
Yes. I think. Just because Leviathan, I have known them to be a little bit, I think we would agree they've made some plays that were like going a little too YOLO, you know, messing up a couple times.
I mean, like just the fact that Gyro has Aegis puts this at like a 7% win rate for me for E-Wolves. I like the number 7 as well. That might be a reason behind it. But yeah, like this Gyro with Aegis and soon to have S and Y 20 minutes in on top of Drum's Helm. Like he went for the kind of slow and steady build up, but he's gone pretty quick. He's racing through the items. Smash Dragon Form is about to end as well, so they won't have that for the team fight. And Hoeing Missile, all the smash into the hook. Hello? What the hell happened there? Jenkins still gonna get stunned up. He will get dropped. Denies himself in fact, and in comes the Damping Blast cooldown as well. Her smash is in the middle of 4. Ziz can lose his life, still with that Aegis up. What? Can help?
Close. Told you, man. There is a chance. It still comes out as a window for the side of Leviathan, so it could have been worse. They were so close getting Dizzy, though.
Can you explain what happened with that hook? Because I blinked. Honestly, I blinked. I thought there was there a swap into a hook? Dragon Knight moved and then got hooked mid-move.
I'm not sure, because Swap's still on cooldown, so unless he got like, did he get pushed by an Ice Shard? That's a classic. I'm not too sure.
I don't know, maybe I'm just blind. I swear he was in like one position, like he was here and then he was here and he got hooked in between, but I don't know. I'm going crazy apparently. Sunstrike not gonna land, but it looks like Shards, the damage output not quite there just yet. And in comes the Vengeful Spirit. This maybe is where Ziz will die, but no, the Death Ball comes down and the counter bounce between them all. There's still Aegis of the Immortal. Up on this gyrocopter with a grave onto Evo. We keep him alive for a little bit longer, but the homing missile. Ziz is still alive, finally dies. But Evo not long for this world, as the Witch Doctor will be the one to right-click him down. Now the rest of Leviathan, they are coming in to finish off the tier 3, knowing that Vend and Tusk are both dead. This could be their perfect opportunity. Doomsday charges into the middle of 4 of them. Smash coming in from the side as well, but the blink forward from Jenkins. Grave onto Doomsday, but smashes Dragon Knight, damaging through Flying Zebra here as the Witch Doctor finally falls. Mirrorbreaker gone as well, but Ziz is having difficulties actually doing damage through this BKB Dragon Knight. Jenkins.
Someone else is alive.
Jenkins. Down you go, buddy.
I should say Avenge for that too.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This actually could have looked fairly solid there, but
Radiant structures are fortified.
I don't know. Jenkins, of course, going down. That's a pretty big bounty, honestly. Get him without that deny. Sitting at what? 5? It would have been 5, 1, and 8 prior to that, so very happy to kill bounty. At the same time, though, Shibby, he's just doing his thing up here, man. He's got Aghanim Scepter. He's at 12.8k as your Invoker with Midas, Aghanims, Mules. He can look towards a Necro Book if they want to finish early. He can look towards just a Blink Dagger to, you know, kind of nail down all these spells, or he can even go AC or whatever. He can pretty much do anything at this point. I think any build works.
So Smasher's finished the on here. The last fight gave him like 1200 gold, an absolute bank. They finished off Mjolnir, Shibby. Yeah, I guess Twin Core, Necro Book, Boot to Travel, Blink Dagger. There are just, you know, a multitude of options, like saying, for him to actually build into. It's the Ags on Nusham that I'm looking at, and it's 100 gold away. That's going to be a big, big deal breaker here. But this Earth Spirit can actually get that up and running. Stone. Fight. How he wants it. Then also the Aghanims to a Flying Zebra. This Witch Doctor's 3,000 gold away from it, but definitely something you can aim for. But I've just seen Point Booster on the Vengeful Spirit. Here we go.
Well, here's my thing about this. So, I've had the Aghanim Scepter before on the bench, and it was awesome, I have to say. In the game that I saw where it worked exceptionally well, they had an Ember Spirit in the mid, as opposed to a Dragonite. And the reason why is, okay, well, Doomsday, are you just dead? Because I'm not going to let you ruin my point if you're just dead. I think you're just dead. So Doomsday's going to die here. But, anyway, the point being, the way that the Aghanim Scepter worked on the Vengeful Spirit is that when she died, she still offered all the control, coming out from the swaps, coming out from the stuns, for the rest of the team fight. And, alright, these skills are a little more important. Just run away smash, it's fine. But basically, the point being, she was providing a lot of control and stuns for an Ember Spirit. He moves around a lot, he does a lot of damage really quickly. Smash, he's a Dragonite. He's going to be standing in the middle. Once his BKB wears out, he can't even be in the fight anymore. So, I'm not seeing that same synergy here, and I don't know if it's the right item over even just a BKB.
They swapped this back in, actually, and they're doing a ton of damage, but the hook back from Jenkins is saved, but the Death Ward is still down. Flying Zebra's got the damage output. Now that Meatball, not looking too good, but Evo should still tick over there from the damage from that Earth Spirit, as they've tornadoed and killed Misko's Tusk. This on the back end, just healing himself through. 2 down. Nusham done. Maelstrom Mjolnir procs. Damage output not good enough, and Smash pops the BKB finally. But with a Dismember holding him in place and controlling him up, this Dragonite just cannot do enough damage. He's trying to battle up against Jenkins, but the hook comes through and Doomsday stunned under the homing missile. Spirit Breaker Grave. Yules. Try and charge, try and do whatever you can, but I think you're just dead before you get that another strike count. Meanwhile, Masoku hides in your fountain. Oh wait, you're not allowed to. Hook in the Sunstrike, Jenkins gives up his life to the fountain. But with 5 dead, Rax will fall. They can't transition to mid, which is a big thing here for E-Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, they still have, what, 20 seconds? They could risk it and do the full crossover if they wanted to, but they'll just get it for now.
5,400 gold on ship. Octarine, it looks like. Might be Hex. Like
Hex is pretty good because if they get smashed, it's just over.
Yeah.
But Octarine's more fun. Oh, that's such a good butterfly game. There's just like no chance anyone ever gets something to counter that butterfly at all. That's brutal, man. It's like your best chance is actually like a Rod of Atos coming out on the Dazzle. That's how bad it is.
Get the cripple
in a game like this. Yeah, that's essentially it.
I just
and
a pretty nifty little play from Shibby. Like it's not a big thing at all, but it's so rarely we see these, I don't know, nuanced little plays, not in a big way. When he was buying Octarine Core, he still has Brand Boots, right? He bought the energy booster first so he could use Arcanes and replenish his mana before buying Octarine Core. I don't know, I get turned on by silly little things like that. It's just, you know, the minutia, the little details.
If you guys actually want to improve your Dota game, it's all about shift queuing, it's all about efficiency. It's all that stuff that stacks up that actually makes you a better player. Learn all those little things and incorporate them into your game, and that's going to do a lot more to your MMR than, you know, watching some guide on how to spam Terrorblade mid.
Honestly, shift queuing, I was watching Toby stream the other day, and he's 4.1k or something. And I said to him, honestly, when you're TPing, when you're going for runes, when you eat tangos or stuff, shift queuing is king, honestly. Even if you cancel the shift queue straight after using it, it's still absolutely amazing. You need to do this.
Tower is under attack.
Need to.
It saves you so much time.
Because while you're shift queuing, like let's say tier 1 top is still standing. You're TPing from Fountain. You TP here and you shift queue up. And you know that your final destination is, you know, somewhere in this area. You can go and look mid, you can look bot, you can look towards Roshan Pit. Those 2.5 seconds you can spend looking around the map and actually gaining a little bit of vision for yourself and knowing what's going on.
Dire's top tower.
Efficient plays. Learning with Durka and not facts. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing. Second Roshan of the game.
Moment right there.
Yeah. Become teachers.
Your Shaman
Start
has
charging for coaching.
I heard there's a website for that, but I don't know if they still exist.
Dire's
Either way.
It does. Dota coaches or something. I know a lot of NA
top
players
tower
still use
is
that
under
as
attack.
or sell their bodies, sell their. I don't know what sell their knowledge.
Smash? Smash?
Where is
like,
it?
what the hell?
Oh,
Just
God.
like ran into their whole team.
He's hasted.
I walked in and was like, oh, nope, I'm out. Do they have...
Radiant's
Smash
middle
doesn't have a
tower
TP.
has fallen.
Oh, that's going to be the long walk of shame back towards mid then.
Ace Rude runs out. I'm coming, team. Alright, we can't swap anybody until he gets here. They're trying to find a nice little charge angle. Oh, he doesn't have TP either.
Venge was top anyway. TTP's back, right? There's no buyback on Venge. There's no buyback on anyone but DK. No wonder. Oh, it's not gonna happen. Smash pops his dragon form now. Wondering if maybe he's like the sacrificial lamb. Walks in, swap back
Oh,
into hook
missed
there.
the egg.
Whoa, hello. Okay, he's been caught up and he's dead. There's no buyback on the bench, and that play right there, Jenkins wanted to save the exposure, it looks like. Doomsday Blade Mail, note the death ward's down. The range on that beast as the hook comes through onto Masoku. I think this is it. And it's time to tap out the E-Wolves as they lose 3. We're going to lose a 4th as the Stone Form kicks back into the middle of the ball. Hook off the mark from Jenkins, but GG's call. Leviathan win game number 1.
Oh, well. Circus putting it here. We have a couple of feeders over here on the side of Leviathan. Flying Zebra with 2 deaths and Jenkins with 3. While Nusham, Zizzy, and Chibi go no deaths. So, well played for them. You can see, look at all these assists, man. They were just all working as a team this game on the side of Leviathan. As we get lots of pings coming out as Jenkins does his little dance.
Can you see it?
Yeah. It's like spazzing out over there.
Oh, Pudge, what you doing? Right, game number 1. That was pretty clear cut. Leviathan out. I don't know. They didn't out anything except out meme. I'm pretty sure they just out memed E-Wolves right there. It wasn't outplaying, outmaneuvering. They out memed them with a Pudge Earth Spirit. We'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys, with game number 2. See if Wolves can bring themselves back and maybe get a draw to get themselves up on that table. You can actually just take a look at it now. Yeah, Elite Wolves down at the bottom. So this gives Leviathan that one. Well. Potential for a draw or a win here, obviously, with a win. But after a couple of minutes, we'll find out. E-Wolves comes in.